This is Alex Peace of EG taking a look at U&I's new compact living town flats. Let's go in and have a peep. This particular one is 19 square metres compared to space guidelines of 37 square metres for your regular flat. I'm 6'3" and it's pretty spacious. Essentially, the developer has halved unit sizes to make development of smaller flats in central London at relatively affordable rents viable. U&I's Richard Upson was aiming to make a product that allows them to compete with other land buyers and without subsidy.
We believe that if we create a response to something that is needed, we will create a business advantage there. And so this is not for how do we make the most money out of a piece of land or how do we optimise the developer's profit. How do we create the biggest land profit or the biggest development profit? What we're saying is what is affordable and what is a great product and how do we create value from that without grant?
What's particularly fun is that every square inch in here has been really effectively planned for. So this is under the bed at the moment, which we will take a look at in a second, obviously. So there's that. Then in here we've got practically a walk-in wardrobe. And then followed by a utility cupboard on this side as well. I mean, none of it seems tiny, to be honest, considering it's half the size of a regular London flat. I mean, the bathroom's probably about the same size as mine. Perhaps even more interesting is the bedroom. Although I don't think I'd fancy this on a hangover. The bedroom's not a bad size, feet coming off end of bed. I don't know quite about this drop-off, but this is interesting. Even up here, the space has been used, so there really is nothing gone to waste.
It's surely incumbent, not necessarily just on the politicians, but from developers who can work all elements of the model to create a product that has long-term sustainability, that is well designed, that is fit for purpose, that challenges perhaps some of the historic conventions, because we're in a crisis, which means we need some exceptional areas of innovation and product development. And we see a lot of innovation and product development in the car industry. You know, who would have thought? We're probably all looking at, well, I don't own a car anymore, I don't need to own things, I don't need to own a home. But look at the pace of change in car manufacturing towards electric vehicles and various other things. Look at the pace of change in the product of housing. And it's so slow, it's a dinosaur. So we need to create things that meet the problems that we have in society.
Rents will start at £700 a month for the smaller of the two and rise up to £1,100 for larger units. It's a lot, but for a private apartment in Zone 1 London, not as bad as it could be. According to U&I, it's just one way of looking at solving the housing crisis, and while some may balk at the price, others will be impressed.
And this is not a product, a home for a couple and clearly for children. This is, and we would, the constitution of how one might use these things is as important as the design standards and the space standards and the effort that we put in. And so one can protect and secure the affordability and the type of occupier forever in what we're suggesting here.
For the moment, U&I are only at the proof of concept stage, proving the flats to planners and local governments, and until they get that buy-in, there is little chance of a massive expansion.